Hi everyone, welcome to the video. Thank you for tuning in. Before we begin, none of this is legal, tax and or financial advice. And I want to start the news today with the India crypto ban and John McAfee. The war has begun. Thus thundered enigmatic crypto celebrity John McAfee as he issued an all-caps rebuke to India's bombshell proposal to ban Bitcoin ownership and slap offenders with draconian 10-year prison sentences. And there's an excerpt there from Twitter. 10 years in jail for using cryptocurrency in India. If there was ever a time for Anonymous to step up to the plate, that time is now. Ranting at the proposal in two now deleted tweets, the software developer turned crypto promoter did not mince words about the, in inverted commas, the banning of cryptocurrency and regulation of official digital cryptocurrency bill, which seeks to prohibit Bitcoin ownership and force residents to use state-run digital currency alternative. Not content to merely wage a war of words, McAfee proposed concrete action to fight the draconian policies of India's anti-crypto regime. What action? He called on notorious hacktivist group Anonymous to, and in his words, step up to the plate and defend Bitcoin users in the world's second largest country. As CCN reported, Indian lawmakers proposed that the government should make Bitcoin ownership illegal and deal out 10-year prison sentences to people who touch cryptocurrencies, even indirectly. This includes users who, in quotes here, mine, generate, hold, sell, transfer, dispose, issue, or deal in cryptocurrencies directly or indirectly. And the rest of the article just goes on about McAfee and his proposed freedom coin, in crypto I should say. Back to the main story here. This is bizarre and it is absolutely draconian. And the thing I don't get here is, even indirectly, how do they determine if someone was involved in it indirectly? What about if there was no intent and they happen to indirectly do one of these activities that would render them liable for breaching this, and therefore they could potentially get 10-year prison sentences? Absolute joke. What I think will happen is, I don't endorse any of this, but I wouldn't be surprised if people try to circumvent the rules. I'm glad I don't live in India. I feel less inclined to visit when there are people running the show and are lacking vision for the future. That's all I'm going to say. I could rant about this for a while, but I think they'll backflip on this. I feel as though governments are deliberately creating this uncertainty to try and stifle progress in the blockchain space. If they are going to threaten companies or users involved in blockchain and cryptocurrencies, that will create issues and a lot of uncertainty for potential blockchain startups or those, say, involved in crypto especially. And it will stifle the progress in that country. It's essentially the government is trying to buy time here, in my opinion. They don't understand that this is a matter of when, not if, cryptocurrencies will get into the country. It's going to happen. Why they're trying to stop the unstoppable here. Let's move on. The thought of it infuriates me. On to something more positive about Bitcoin and gold and grayscale. Bitcoin's entry into the financial market has finally been acknowledged by the world after a painfully long decade of proving its relevance. While recent conversation has revolved around the comparison between crypto, mainly Bitcoin, and fiat, the crypto ecosystem has forced the new generation of investors to reevaluate the value of gold in terms of wealth. In order to better understand this shift, Grayscale's latest research report was dedicated to understanding the mindset of the next generation of investors. It talks about the report, and here the 7 areas listed within the report here are scarcity, verifiability, durability, portability, divisibility, fungibility, and recognizability. Goes down the list, and there's some information there about the cumulative change between M1 and M2 money, and some information there about fiat and gold. I just want to scroll down to this table here comparing Bitcoin and gold. I think it's a very neat summary, and it really gives you some perspective about the benefits of Bitcoin that are absent in gold, and good for buying a latte. Yes, anyway, at least it's a sign that it can be used and has utility there. The report concluded with this comparison and stated, and I do quote, Bitcoin's superior composition of good money qualities make it both a resilient store of value and an efficient medium of exchange. It is the new and improved digital gold, perfect for our interconnected global economy, end quote. And that's the article there. Excellent. Good stuff by Grayscale. I'm a big fan of what they do. Let's go back to the top. I would like to draw your attention to their Twitter page. Some good information here and keeping people up to date. This latest article about the next Bitcoin halving as well. Tweet, and just scrolling down, I'm just going to scroll down to, it's this year, and I love how they've pointed out, the headline of the week award goes to "Gold is superior to Bitcoin, says people who sell gold." And it's a CoinDesk article there. It just shows how the modern investor pointed this out. Thank you, a shout out to TMI, and I highly recommend checking out his channel as well. He constantly points out the need to remember the source of information. Where are you reading this? Who is writing it? What's their motive? So on and so forth. There will be a lot of fear-mongering for years to come. Even if cryptocurrencies ever got as big as the internet now, I wouldn't be surprised if there are still naysayers in the future. But anyway, I guess that's their loss to those who don't have faith in something that will revolutionize the world, whether they like it or not. Another great thing Grayscale has done, let's go back to the top, they have launched, and this was about a month ago, they launched the Drop Gold campaign, and there's a great video here, check it out here or on the website. This is all about making it mainstream. I guess it points out to people that for over a century people have been have been enthusiastic about purchasing gold. If they're going nuts about gold, then why can't they see the value in Bitcoin? Great ad. I mean, it's a funny ad. It's quite an entertaining ad. And I'm glad that Grayscale has created this table that I showed you before, because it really puts it all into perspective. If you have your doubters, feel free to send this through to them amongst any other resources. Get them to reconsider their pessimism and their vehement opposition to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general. I want to move on to, I've got a couple more articles here. CB, the largest commercial bank in Thailand, retracted a statement about using Ripple's XRP token. The bank quickly issued a correction saying it had no plans on using XRP as of now, and saying it caused quite a stir after it hinted about using it. It answered a question posted by one of its users. The bank's official Twitter account said that an XRP system will be announced soon, in inverted commas, in the now deleted tweet. The bank told users to follow their official schedule on social media for more information. The news caused a frenzy among the XRP community, as introducing Ripple-powered transactions would supposedly speed up cross-border money transfers and settlements. However, when asked again on when exactly would the integration happen, the bank redacted its previous statement and said that it actually had no plans on using XRP. Goes down the list. Earlier in May, SCB said that further announcements would be made regarding the use of XRP and added it would be using blockchain technology. Guess that's a start. Prior to that, the bank conducted a cross-border payment trial using Ripple. The highly publicized trial managed to reduce transaction times from around 2 days to just 1 minute. Thailand's government has also expressed interest in distributed payment systems and formed an independent organization called the Thailand Blockchain Community to experiment with the technology. Goes on about that community and information about XRP there with the daily charts, so on and so forth. What are your thoughts on this? How long will it take SCB to use XRP? I think it's only a matter of time. I'd say probably within a few months, in my opinion. I'd just like to bring to your attention many times when the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, has said in the past that they'll be expanding the partnerships with various banks around the world. I think it was an announcement a few months back. They formed partnerships with over 150 or 200 banks worldwide. Yeah, as time progresses, and if XRapid appears to be successful, then, which most likely will, there's XCurrent, XRapid, and I think there's one more, then I'm almost certain they'll use the XRP token and it will proliferate. More banks will adopt it. Huge, there'll be mass scale adoption eventually, hopefully sometime either by the end of this year or next year. We will see what happens. Let's move on to the next article. Anyway, moving on to the next article, something a bit more lighthearted. Bitcoin's popularity beats Trump, Tesla, and Kim Kardashian on Google. Bitcoin might be uncorrelated to the stock market, but searches for the top cryptocurrency are highly correlated with that of Kim Kardashian. Okay. Consensus points out the similarities in a recent blog post in which it compares the popularity of the biggest crypto with pop culture, politics, and corporate America. Goes down the list. In fact, this is, you can see some of the search terms here. I think that's Google Trend. That's from Google Trends. Bitcoin and Trump just goes down the list. Yeah, keeps on going. On a quick side note, I don't understand this whole fascination about the Kardashians. You hear the stories, I couldn't care less, really. There are so many other things to focus on in life. That's just my opinion. If only more people paid attention to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, that would be wonderful. Anyway, that's it for that article, but let's have a look at the coin prices today. At the moment, overall, it's pretty much neither here nor there, fairly steady, about up or down 1%, so that's okay. I mean, a bit of stability, I don't mind. It's fine as long as we get some price increases. Litecoin has been doing very well over the past 24 to 48 hours. I think this will tie in with some of the hype about the halving, which will occur in August. So keep an eye out for that. That should expect, I reckon the price will at least double, possibly even triple in the lead up to and just after the halving. Let's have a look. EOS, it's good. It's at least reversing that downtrend, so it's plateaued. Part of me was a bit worried for a sec. Bitcoin SV is still up. I'm amazed. I have no idea why people have bought into that. It's pretty much, it's looking fairly steady overall. BAT's up a little bit, and Decred, and 0x is up about 11%. That's the only major winner in the top 50 for today. That is a wrap. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you like the video, feel free to subscribe. Don't forget to smash the bell icon as well. If you know anyone else who's interested, feel free to share this video. Like it if you enjoyed it, and feel free to leave a comment if you have something to say or just want to say g'day. That's a wrap. It's now the weekend. It's actually a long weekend here in Australia, so I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon or evening wherever you are. I look forward to hearing from you soon, and a bit of a sneak peek about my next video. If you are listening, it's going to be most likely about Tron price predictions. People tend to be enjoying the content there with that. And a quick side note, here's the channel, again, link in the description below if you like it. That's a wrap. Thank you again, and take it easy. See ya.